Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame and this is Holy City Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be another video in our Yods series. If you have a Yod in your birth chart or would like to find out if you do, then you can follow the link below where I talk about what a Yod looks like and its main purpose. Right now I'm just going through the planets and talking about what that looks like for each planet at the apex of your Yod. Today I'm going to talk about Neptune at the apex of the Yod. A lot of people, it's really hard to nail Neptune down because that is what Neptune is, cannot be nailed down. It dissolves boundaries. It is the illusion of the zodiac. It rules Pisces, so it's very dreamy. It has to do a lot with photography and looking at things from a certain perspective, even though that perspective might not be reality. So, Neptune at the apex of your Yod. That means it is in two quincunxes to the base planets. A quincunx is a very irritating aspect. Again, watch my video if you want to learn more about it. But if Neptune is in a quincunx to something, that means that action must be taken. I like to think of it as like an itch, where it's like if you feel some kind of itch on your body, whether it's like a bug bite or, just something like very lightly grazed you, like a hair or something, you're like, ah, and you gotta scratch it. That is what it feels like energetically in your life when you have some kind of quincunx. So with Neptune at the apex, Neptune is the most not down to earth planet we have. It is dreamy, has to do with water. Like there's a lot of really flowy, ambient energy flowing around with Neptune. It also rules music. So just a lot of space, like it's a very spacey planet. And so if you have that at the apex of your Yod, you probably have a very vibrant imagination. It's one of the happier Yods you can have, I think. The only thing that sucks about it is you keep getting reality checked. That's the only thing, because it creates this issue with reality where you are seeing things in a very dreamy, glass half full, looking at things through rose-colored glasses type way. And so those two bases, they're your anchors. They're the ones that are like looking at each other being like, hey, she's doing that thing again, where she's just like kind of taking off and like thinking all these things that might not be real. Let's bring her down to earth again. So people with this Yod, they might be extremely musical. They might be those people that can like look at art and have some kind of emotional reaction to it, where it hits them in a soft spot where they're just like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, or this is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And it's like a tree or something like that. But they just have that connection, that deep connection to it. They also have amazing imaginations. Dreams can also be very vivid with this Yod. And so a lot of times, a lot of the conflict stems between, this higher reality that might not actually be reality, like just this almost halo of imagination and fiction walking around with them versus what is the rest of the world. So oftentimes if you were a child with this Yod or you have a child with this Yod, they're very dreamy. They're the ones that, are walking around. And I had this, it was either like a cousin or a friend, I don't know, like once you're an adult, all your like little friends kind of blend together, at least they do for me. But she would answer in song. Like she would like be singing this song to herself, and then, someone would ask her a question and she would just maintain the tune and rhythm, but answer with words. That's kind of what it reminds me of, like having a kid with a Neptune Yod. They might also have like the Emperor's New Groove thing where it's crunk and he's like walking around like with his own theme song, and he's like sneaking around and everything, but he keeps like having his own theme song in his mind. That type of thing where it's like everything is a story. Everything they look at is through a magical lens that, again, is not reality, but it does make them very happy. So the purpose of this Yod, honestly, I think, is to bring magic into the world. because they see it at such a personal level. Magic is such a big part of them, and they're the ones that have to be the bridge in between the magic world, where everything is beautiful and shiny and everything has a story and a backstory and future story and like all these things, to more of the earthly world where, you know, there's debt and conflict and all these other things. And they're the ones that float in and out of that with such grace that they can bring that hope. And that's a huge thing that is associated with the Neptune Yod, is so much hope, even if it's unfounded. And so if you have a kid that's just like way too dreamy, you know, and you know that they have a Neptune Yod, everything's like so fictional, stuff like that, I would say still encourage them in that. Let them know that that is a superpower that they have. Yes, you have to bring it back down to reality. You do have to get their shoes on in the morning, even though they want to keep dancing around on their tippy toes, you know, whatever it is. But having Neptune in such a prominent aspect like that really is a gift, and really is a gift that they can give the rest of the world. So if you have a Neptune Yod, please tell me about it. I am so interested in these. This is actually one of the Yods that I have. I have a Mars Yod, a Mercury Yod, and a Neptune Yod. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start this Yod series, just because since I have unlocked the Yods in my chart, I was very eager to learn as much as I could about them and then spread that message out to the rest of the world, because I feel like it has brought in so much understanding, so much self-forgiveness when it comes to why I'm different, why I'm a little bit weird. So if you have a Yod, please feel free to share your story. I would love to hear it, and you guys take care.